And we are live. Good morning, everybody. Good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are tuning in. My name is Yana. I live in Canada and I am a digital business owner and mentor. And I help people globally to set up a legit business in the online space. And today is my day 24. Yeah, 24, a Go Live challenge. And today I want to talk about the 2026 rewards the bold and brave, not the perfect, not the perfect. So, as we move into 2026, I can't believe it's almost January is almost over, the first month. And time flies. Especially for me, this is a reminder for me too, because I had this problem before and I still have it. I'm still working on it. I need to be conscious about it. Um, that 2026 is not going to reward perfection. It's going to reward boldness, action, and courage. Don't get me wrong, perfection, being perfect, try to be perfect. It's not a bad thing, but it gets really annoying and it's not productive when you waste a lot of time and energy on one project or one topic just to make that thing super perfect. And it never happens. Nothing is perfect. Nothing is perfect at the beginning. So, one of the biggest things that holds people back is perfectionism. Waiting to be ready, waiting to know everything, waiting to learn everything before you execute, before you do anything, waiting for a perfect timing, the perfect post, the perfect video, the perfect background. You know, that was me. And the truth is, perfection doesn't really serve you. It doesn't serve me, personally, especially when you're starting, something new. When you start something new, it's you can never be perfect at the beginning, right? You can never be perfect, no matter how much time and effort and energy you put on one thing. Sorry, I need coffee. And you need to allow yourself to start taking actions, just taking those small, even messy steps. That they're not perfect. It might be a mistake or whatever, but it's better than doing nothing. Because you have to allow yourself to make mistakes because that's how you learn. That's how once you learn from your mistake, that's one thing that you learned and you got better. You're better than yesterday because you didn't know that yesterday, right? So it's a progress. You're going forward. And that's how you get better at what you do and you learn and you grow, right? So when I first started building this online business, I made that mistake a lot. I made a lot of mistakes, and the perfectionism was one of the biggest mistakes that I made. So I still making mistakes. I'm still learning from my mistakes. As as you all can tell, I'm not a professional speaker. I'm not an influencer. I'm not a I don't know, a marketing expert or social media expert or anything like that. And when I started working and I when I started working on this online business, I made a lot of mistakes, but I still showed up. It didn't let me, I didn't let myself to be discouraged over those mistakes. So everybody make mistakes, but the point is to learn from it and move on and move forward, not to let it paralyze you, you know. But if I had waited until I was ready, until I know everything about social media, marketing, and online business and everything. If I wanted to wait till everything be perfect before I start doing anything, I would have been stuck right at the beginning, still with no progress. At the beginning, I wasted so much time on how I appear, in front of the camera, how I look, how I, what I'm wearing, and what's the background is, what the color is. Does it match this? Does it match that? It doesn't matter. It did not serve me at all. It wasted a lot of time, you know. All of that just created more pressure and stress. But none of it actually moved my business forward. Just added to my anxiety. I was just more nervous and more worried about things. What I learned is simple: progress beats perfection every time, all the time. Doing something, um, even messy, like I said, even not perfect, it's always better than doing nothing. Perfectionism often feels productive, but most of the time is just procrastination in disguise. So one thing I'm very intentional about with this year is letting go of perfectionism. And I'm trying to move forward. And if I'm trying to move forward and grow and, you know, um, grow financially and personally, it's not just a financial, then I have to let go the old habits, the old ways of whatever I was doing, right? I was doing that, didn't, whatever I was doing before, it didn't serve me, right? So I have to let go. And because if we don't make any changes in our behavior and our mindset and our attitude, behavior, everything, if we don't make any change and we don't do anything different about our life, nothing will change. Everything will stay the same and nothing will change. So if your life doesn't excite you, if everything feels the same, if every day feels the same, if you're stuck in the same cycle financially and time wise, doing the same thing won't change anything. It won't serve you, right? Ask yourself honestly, is your life what you want it to be? Is your financial situation where you want it to be? Do you have the time freedom you want with your family or even spending it on yourself, self care? And if the answer is no, maybe this is your sign. Maybe it's time to do something different. Maybe it's time to let go of the old ways. Obviously, it didn't do anything. It didn't serve you, right? It didn't serve you. It's just your life is still the same and you're not happy, right? So remember, starting something new, like an online business as an example, doesn't require perfection. You don't need to know everything. You don't need to be tech savvy. You don't need to be an expert. So you just need to be willing to learn something new. You learn as you go. You grow by taking action. You grow by making mistakes and learning from them. And you improve. Yes, things get better with practice and repetition, but nothing becomes perfect right away, like at first. It becomes better because you start and you taking actions and you doing things and you learning um, on your journey. So if there's one thing I believe about 2026 is this: 2026 will reward the bold and brave. Universe will reward courage over comfort. So always, always, always choose courage over comfort. It will reward people who will take action and make mistakes and, take actions no matter what it is, even if it's messy. And, if you ask yourself those questions honestly, that your life is what you really want, or your financial situation is exactly what you want, or you have the enough time freedom to spend with your family, and the answers to those questions is no. So maybe it's time. Maybe it's time to try something else. Maybe it's time to trust a new process. Maybe it's time to just, change your mindset and start learning new skills and applying it, you know, to your new ways. And this could be your year. Okay. So, yeah. I hope you all have a great Saturday and a weekend. And I will come back tomorrow with another topic about online business, growth, personal growth, financial growth, and all these lovely things. So have a lovely day, guys. Talk to you guys tomorrow.